My name is Mark. I have been an academic theologian and minister for 15 years and then have moved over into clinical psychotherapy and have become a student and explorer of sacred indigenous traditions. Today's a day of gratitude. Gratitude to the intelligence, the force, the wisdom that created life. We all know this is paradise. The idea that the universe is some random accumulation of molecules is not only naive, it is also what the ancient Greek peoples called hubris, one of the not so nice shadow sides we have to come to terms with as humans. There's no doubt that this whole thing here is an experiment, the grand experiment, this species. The job, the task that we have, very obviously, is to learn how to live in communion with all beings and with this creation. We have come here to learn that with each other as we live our lives. We're working on that, but some ways in which we do so clearly fail, and they have failed for centuries. And a day of gratitude is not only there to feel and give gratitude, but it's also to reflect on those ways and have the courage to look those failings in the face. So first of all, here's some clarity to all the religious leaders, past and present. You have lost your way. You have traumatized people, oppressed minorities, oppressed women, oppressed weak peoples. And most of all, you are not reading your own scripture. If you would discover that it says in there, there's only one God. You do not trust that and you don't believe that. You live in abject fear of other gods. And you want to do away with those that allegedly pray to other gods. So my question to you is, when are you going to start trusting your scripture? When are you going to have the courage to understand that there's only one divine energy? Call it goddess, God, by whatever name you like to call it. Read your scripture. And here's to the politicians. You are lost. You are failing. You are talking over each other. You're not listening to each other. There's hatred and divisiveness in your tone of voice. And you're interested in power and money, not in your people. You have lost dignity and common sense. You say you want to bring your people together. Well, you're modeling the opposite. Here's to the warfaring nations. How much longer do you want to keep doing this? You all love your children. You don't want them to get killed. Will you find a way to make peace and find forgiveness? To the media, you're not bringing news. Yours is a business operation selling clickbait, drama, sensationalism. Plus, You have not mastered basic grammar of your respective language. So now on to what needs to happen in the future. To give gratitude. If we cannot find forgiveness in our hearts, then that's a sign that our methods fail. And if they continue failing, wars, hatred, and divisiveness will continue. For those methods of healing and finding true forgiveness, they have to penetrate to the same level of depth where our traumatic imprints reside. Indigenous wisdom, sacred customs of native peoples, consciousness researchers, some veterans of war, spiritual seekers, they all tell those stories of sustained healing. We would be well advised to listen to them unless we want to continue to get lost as a species. At the center of our hearts, there's an immense source of gratitude for the gift of life. To feel that gratitude is one of the greatest potentials of this species. We not only thrive on being loved and being acknowledged and being supported, we actually even thrive on supporting and loving others. What an incredible potential. What immense gratitude is in order that we have been given these gifts. So let's face these truths mentioned above. Let's look them in the eye and come back to reason and common sense. Thank you. Bless you all.